how did you develop your interest in climate change?
My interest is not climate change, my interest is life. Anything that affects life or makes life or breaks life, I'm always interested. So right now, we're conducting the world in such a way, it looks like there's no tomorrow, like that. We're conducting our life in such a way that we are grabbing the life of every other life and think we will be well. We are not understanding. In the evolutionary process and in the existence right now on this planet, we are maybe the peak of evolution, but all the other life is foundation to us. If the worms, the insects, the microbial life, the birds and the trees and the animals disappear, there is no way we can be here. But if we disappear, they will all do well.
And how does the implications of climate change, in your opinion, affect the well-being of humans?
See, when we say climate change, there are many aspects of it. Till now, largely, the world's focus has been towards, fossil fuels and those kind of things, which are also important, no question about it. The significance of fossil fuel burning and the carbon dioxide being floating in the air is not a good thing because carbon should be in the soil, but too much is up in the air. The best thing that we can do is, we put more green leaf on the planet. More land should come under shade. Every green leaf, extra green leaf that we put on the soil or on the planet today…
And that's why you came with the Save the Soil movement?
When we say soil, what are you made of?
I'm a human being, a lot of things.
From where did you come? This body, where did it come from?
From God?
Oh, so you landed from heaven?
I don't know.
No, when you were born you were this much,
Yes.
Now you became this much. The food that you've eaten, right?
Yes.
Where did the food come from?
From the land?
From the soil.
Yes,
So this is soil,
yes.
this is soil. Every life, worm, insect, bird, animal, everything is soil, right? Everything that you see as life, the foundation is soil. So within the soil, there are billions and trillions and trillions or zillions of lives. A handful of soil can have 8 to 10 billion organisms. So it is these organisms which is the foundational life. Right now in your body, 60% of your body is actually microorganisms. Only 40% is your parental genetics. You must tell you must tell your parents about that.
That's very few.
Soil is the basis of all life on this planet. So if we destroy that, there is no room for life. So we are trying to handle things in a certain way, what are immediate concerns, but if we want to address climate action, soil is very important because when we say soil, we are talking about agricultural soil, which means food production also is involved in that. Many UN agencies are going about pointing that in the next 40 years' time, we will be producing 35 to 40% less food than we are producing right now. But our populations could be nearly 10 billion. So 10 billion population and 40% less food is a disastrous possibility. So what this means is, human life will become great suffering in the next 30–40 years' time if we do not reverse this process. Is it too late? No, we can reverse this, but it needs a determined, committed approach and above all, necessary government policies to see that it turns around. That is what the Save Soil movement is about, to turn the soil policies in the world around.
And do you believe that youth and Indian youth in specific, since you come from India, can play a role in shaping those policies and coming up with creative ideas in regards to climate change?
See, we have segregated the world in so many ways, in terms of religion, race, gender, caste, creed, many things. Don't again segregate it further as young, old, middle-aged, generation Y, generation Z. Don't do that.
No,
we are
I'm
one
just,
generation
of course.
people.
But since you come
Yes,
from
I get
India,
you.
I'm
Yes.
asking you about the Indian youth because you have more knowledge about them.
Yes,
So we need to know, like, whenever I do an interview
No.
with a figure, I ask about the youth of that
get you.
specific country,
What-
and then we gather all of these
do
information
you find
together.
me as youth or no?
Yeah. I can't decide. I can tell.
So that's why I'm saying, when it comes to these kind of things, because whether we are young or old, we are consuming food, we are drinking water, we breathe, all right? For youth it's important, for the little babies it's important, the older generation it's important, for everybody it's important. So with certain aspects of life, we should not make the distinction.
If you would send a message to Al Qahira News, what would it be?
Only to the youth or old people?
All people then. I learned the lesson.
Well, the most important thing is there are many issues and problems in the world, but there is actually only one problem, that's a human being. If you fix this human being, there is no other problem on the planet minus us. So, do we want to create a world minus us or with us? Not as a problem, but as a solution. This is the opportunity we have to be a part of the problem or part of the solution. Let's become a part of the solution, let's make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much.